Welcome on in for another episode of Gorgeous Goddesses Don't Gatekeep. Today's tutorial is how to make the snack redeem.
A snack for thee. Go away, fish.
I had to wait for it to go away. Let me show you how it's done. We'll start with the basics. In order to bring this tutorial to life, we are going to be using Mix It Up! Hooray! So, in Mix It Up, just like with every other bot that we use to create new redeems, you're going to be creating a brand new channel point redeem. We already have one made, so we're going to look at this for our reference. I'm going to reference this first to show you exactly what the final redeem looks like. And oh my god, look, it's so complicated. Can you look at how complicated it is? There's exactly 2 things for this redeem. One of these is a sound file that plays your chosen audio, and the other is going to be a VTube Studio trigger. So this is what we actually are going to be working on today. For this redeem, you're going to need 2 things. A sound file, which I recorded earlier using Audacity and some sound effects.
A snack for thee.
Thank you for the headpad. And you're going to need a VTube Studio trigger. The purpose of this trigger is to put the snack in your mouth, and then it will make the snack disappear after a number of seconds. You're going to put both of those together into your redeem and save it. That's all you need on the redeem front. Now, let's go to setting up the actual hotkey in VTube Studio. Now that we're here in VTube Studio, let's set up the hotkey. For this hotkey, we're going to want a whole bunch of different food items. I'm going to take an apple, and I'm just going to add it to the scene. Wow, look, it's right here on the scene. And it's clipping through my face! Oh my god! Ah! There's a reason for that. Let me show you with a brand new item, because apple is already being used as part of my hotkey toggle group. Okay? I'm gonna make myself eat... I could eat a hand.
Oh.
We're gonna eat a book. You're gonna add that item that you want to use as a snack to your scene. So that'll be the first thing we're gonna do. The second thing we're going to do is make your model really big. Zoom in. And let's go and we're going to position this item where you want to bite it. I want to bite onto it right about here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click and hold the item. You're going to see that menu pops up. And what we're going to do is using the new VTube Studio layer feature, we're going to move this between the layers of your mouth. All right, let's take a closer look at this menu. We are going to put item in model, toggling this on, and I'm going to select this front button. Here we can take the slider and we can slide down to move it behind different layers of your model. I'm going to keep going until I get to my face layers. Whoa, wild, right? Okay, I want this to be behind the face layers and the mouth layer so that my mouth shows through. I like how I have a little cat mouth when I talk. Beautiful. Once you've got it behind your main mouth layers, then what you're going to do is you're going to line it up so that the item itself is just on the cusp of that line, so that your mouth moves down and around it when you're eating the object. Wonderful. Now what I'm going to do with this item is I'm going to lock it into place by hitting the yellow lock button to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Okay? The final step is you are going to, while that one is locked, add as many items as you want to eat to this scene. It's gonna get a little weird. So, editor-san, montage. So now you look like an absolute monstrosity! Let's finish this toggle, shall we? Once you have created a layer of monstrosity and you like the way that everything's lining up, you're gonna make sure to lock everything in place. And then what you're going to do is item scene for hotkey. Click this button and create a new item scene. I actually have one called snack. And as you can see, this lovely group has a whole bunch of different items here that I use. Anything in red is not being used as a food item. So I'm gonna add the book and I'm gonna make sure that we add the coffee cup. All these other items were already added as food items. We're going to save this and now we can create a hotkey with it. Hooray! I'm gonna quickly go and remove all the items from my scene so that you can see me talking to you and it's not covered in nonsense. The final step here is to go to our hotkey menu, and here we're going to go to make a brand new hotkey. Hit the plus button. Hotkey name, we're going to name it Snack Redeem. The action is going to toggle an item scene. The item scene is going to be the snack scene that we just made. You can record a hotkey for this just to test that it works, and so we can get our timing correct. Now, if we were to trigger this now, it would look painful, and you would have all of the layers all at once still in your mouth. That's not what we want. Here on the actual hotkey setting, what we want to do is hit this toggle. That will trigger one random item in the scene. We also want it to stop itself, so we don't have to add additional toggles in Mix It Up, and we can save our computer some pain. I'm gonna have this stop after 5 seconds. Now when I hit my little toggle, bam! It gives me one of the food items in my mouth. I can keep testing this and make sure that I like the way everything sits when it appears. If I find an item that I'm like, this one doesn't look so good, like the book right now. It doesn't appear the way I want it to, it's not high up enough. Then I'm going to go into the actual item and I'm gonna adjust it. I'm going to go and I'm gonna find my book once more. I'm gonna tell it to pin itself to me, and I'm going to rearrange this book so that I'm making sure that I'm eating the book. I want it to be pinned right about here to my mouth, so that it looks like I'm eating the book. I don't want it too high or it'll clip through my lips. But something like this, maybe a little higher. Zooming in helps, not on the book. Zooming in on your model helps to place these items. Stop it. I'm clicking and dragging. Oh, it's still too high. Okay, I think I like this spot. Now I'm going to go and lock it in place. Tasty literature! I'm gonna go back to the item scene for hotkeys, and I'm gonna go to the snack one. I'm going to find book that already exists in the list, uncheck it, and now I'm going to make the new book highlighted in blue down on the bottom. Okay, and then I'm going to once again remove all the items so I can test it. Egg, chip, banana, there we go. Now I test it. Perfection! Now that we've gone ahead and we've created that amazing little hotkey, what you're going to be able to do from here is now we can assign it in Mix It Up. So we have the hotkey. I'm going to go and clear the keys so I cannot accidentally trigger it. Very important! Don't accidentally trigger your hotkeys or you will be... Okay? Don't accidentally trigger it. Make sure it stops after a certain number of seconds and that it triggers a random item in the scene. That's it. That's all you need for this redeem to work. Now we're just going to go back, to mix it up. In the snack redeem, in order to add this correctly and to mix it up, you want the action that you add in to be VTube Studio. Hit the add button and it will give you a new line for VTube Studio. You're going to choose not load, not move, but run hotkey. Select your model and select the hotkey that you've just created. Now, when you run this hotkey, it will cause the snack to appear in your mouth. You can then save it and turn this into a redeem for your audience to enjoy. Combined with the sound, what we then end up getting is
A snack for D.
delicious! This has been another episode of Gorgeous Goddesses Don't Gatekeep. I hope that you found this tutorial helpful and that you can use it to make all kinds of fun, silly things happen for your model. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Okay, bye!